Hi, so I thought I'll capture this quick video, well, primarily for my recording purposes, because I know in a few days I'm going to probably forget everything I just did. So I'm recording this. This is my first attempt at integrating an external system into n8n. I'm going to be going with Gmail. I know personally that I don't check my Gmail as often as I should, so I'm thinking a good way to learn is write an n8n workflow that manages my email. Bottom line is I need to integrate my Google Mail system account, Gmail, whatever it is, with n8n, and I attempted it, got through it in the end, and I thought I'll just record this video to make things easy. As you see, I'm running a local version of n8n here because I'm cheap like that, and this is really for learning purposes. Start a workflow. As with any, first thing you do is to add a trigger. I'm going to use a Gmail trigger, i.e. when I receive an email, do something kind of thing, and then try and integrate my Gmail with n8n so that they can talk to it and make sure the credentials are set up accordingly. Because I don't know, even though I'm a techie person, I did have to go through a few iterations before I kind of got it locked down. So this is like my third time. I'm sure I'm still going to make mistakes, but at least I'm recording the flow. So first step, it's going to be a trigger. This time I want a Gmail trigger of sorts, so going to go with on message received trigger. What then pops up is basically this window to configure your Gmail trigger, obviously asking for credentials, so this is where the flow begins. So what I need to do here now is tell my Gmail system that I'm coming in. I need to set up an API that allows an n8n to be able to hit my Gmail account and do its stuff, and I need to, I suppose, at some point restrict what that n8n can do with my Gmail account. Fairly prescriptive here. It gives you quite a lot of information. If you're stuck, you can go to the open docs, but this is what I did anyway. I'm not going to use a service account. I'm going to use an OAuth, which is recommended, which means I would be needing at some point the client ID and password, and in order to do that I need to hop into my Google Cloud account. That's my Google Cloud account. So what I'm going to do here is to set up a project which is going to encapsulate everything I want to be able to do from n8n, and then I'm going to set up some credentials that that project would use to, well, that would be used to access that project. And let's go on and I'll ramble or talk on as I go. So if say I'm setting up a new project, I'm going to call this one n8n project. Let's call it n8n project. Let's just say n8n, yeah, project app. Let's call it n8n app. That'll do. No organization. Let's just create that. So I've been through this a few times already. So creating a project, project created. Okay, so I got a project here now called n8n app. I'm going to go back and select that project of mine, which is this one. That's my project. Okay, so I'm now viewing my project n8n app. What I'm going to do now is go into the API and services, and this is where I tell it, for example, what capabilities within Gmail I would like to be exercisable. As I said, I'm going to be using email, so I'm going to enable the Gmail API, and this is what the library looks like. Search for APIs and services, so let's go Gmail API maybe. Let's see if that finds it. Okay, something there. So Gmail API, that's a Gmail API library, and I'm going to need to enable it for this project, so I'm just going to do that. Let's enable Gmail API. So now n8n app can access the Gmail API. That's all it can do for now, Gmail API, if given the right credentials. So that's the, I suppose, authentication side of things. Now, to use this API, I may need credentials. Of course, I need credentials. That's really where I'm going. So let me create those credentials. The credentials I'm talking about are the ones that are required here. Client ID, client secret. So So now it's asking me questions. What API are you using? Okay, Gmail API. Different credentials are required to authorize that. I'm going to go with user data because data belonging to a Google user, like the email address, age, consent card. Create an auth client, which is what I want for now. Let's go next. Now the OS screen consent. This is what shows up when the pop-up appears. I'll call it the same, I suppose. n8n. What was the default there? Let's call it n8n app. n8n app. That's the app name that would pop up when my Gmail credentials are being scrutinized. User support email is my personal email there. Logo, I haven't got one. Developer information, I'll use my own personal email again for that. Let's save and continue, I guess. So, okay, scopes. So this is where basically I need to define the scopes that this application will be able to do, cover. So this is everything that can be done via the API. I'm going to say see your primary email account, see to yourself. Now let's go all for now and trim it down later. Some of them are sensitive, some are not, but we'll see. Let's go down. So gathered all the scopes for this API. Let's see what it looks like. Yep, as I said, that's them all. No problem. Let's kill that. Your non-sensitive scopes. Okay, that's fine. Non-sensitive. Well, my sensitive scopes. Okay, I can start trimming down now. I don't really need these ones, so let's go down here. Let's kill all these big data. I don't think my capabilities at the moment are even going to be able to exercise these, but let's kill them anyway. Restricted strobes, none. So let's leave it at that. You can do a fair bit. Associate with your personal information. See that, sensitive scopes there, restricted scopes there. Let's go with that. Save and continue. Okay, class ID. Let's call this a web app that I'm creating here. Let's call it n8n client. Let's see, n8n client 1. Don't know what the system or the nomenclature there is. And here, where it says authorized redirect URIs, you would see that n8n has basically said, provided with this in Gmail, use this route when prompted to do so. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. Redirected URIs. Do that there. Create. Okay, and these are my credentials. Download them. And this is my client ID here, which I'm going to copy. And that's the client ID that's going in here. Okay, I'm going to need a secret now, which I don't know what it is yet, but let's go and do a done here. It did say something about consents. Probably need to go there also. So this is all that. So my credentials are obviously set up now. Hopefully that's the one there. And the secret that I need should be visible in here. So let's copy that. And that's the secret that I need to enter into here. Okay, so sign in here, but I don't think we're quite ready yet for that because I haven't really finished setting this up. So this is still in, let's call it development mode. So save this. This is the consent screen where I need to basically tell Google to allow this application to use all this stuff. As you can see, it's currently in the testing stage, so I'm going to publish this. Now this is where I suppose the tech in me is going to go ninja mode on it, but who cares? I'm not going to do anything crazy. I'm just going to publish this app. Okay, your app will be available to the Google accounts. You do not need to submit your app for verification. If you change your app's configuration in future, like adding Molten ways, uploading a logo, requesting this is you need to submit for verification. So for now, I'm not going to. Just going to confirm that. So verification not required. It says I'm in production, and auth cap, blah blah blah, rate limits and everything. You can check that out later. Don't know what they mean yet. But anyway, that's that. So that's published. So let's now go back to n8n and try and log in with those credentials we just set up. Published, it knows about it. That's the app. That's me. It's thinking. It says it hasn't verified this app. That's fine. I intentionally didn't verify it, so I suppose I could have put it up for verification, but this is just for demo purposes. Let's go advanced and power through and continually if you understand the risk. Yeah. Those are the risks. Select the app to open mail link to. I don't want a mail link to anything. Don't know what's going on here. Just I don't know why it's doing this, but let's see whether. Let me try this again. Open with this. Go to my account, which is fine. Go back to safety, no. Go advanced, console. This is where I want to go to. Go to n8n app. And this is the scope of things it can do. Let's now see what I want it to be able to do. I don't want it to be able to delete anything, so let's go. Same strategy. I don't want it to be able to do that. Manage drafts and send emails when you interact with. Yeah, that's okay. View your emails when you interact. Yeah, that's fine. See and edit your email labels. Yeah, I might want to do some automation around that. Manage drafts and send emails. Yep, that's fine. Read, compose, and send emails from your Gmail account. Yeah, that'll do. I'm happy with that. So I say continue. So this is authenticating against my Gmail account using the API keys, and it's connected. So what that means in theory is that now if I go back here, I should be able to test this workflow and I should be able to talk to my Gmail account, which it can. I don't know what's going on here, but let's double click this and see what happens. Okay, there it goes. It's interacted with my Gmail. It's pulled some stuff. That's that really. My first successful integration with a third-party application. I suppose the next thing I'll do is try and make it do something useful. So that's a wrap for today.